girl Moon. That's your boy over there, High, together with High Moon. And today we are in our Sex Talk Hall, Pillow Talk. And our topic today is a typical conversation of people saying they're not racist. Now, let's dig right into this crap, shall we?
Hang on, a little better setup.
Okay, we'll give you a little lead in, okay?
No. Here, let me do this one. This isn't so much. It's when you meet somebody and we're out somewhere and somebody wants to come up to you and explain to you something that they're not racist. And here's why they're going to tell you why they're not racist. And they like to say that they have a black friend or there's somebody in the family. And really, the Reader's Digest version is that no one asked if you were racist.
How you gonna start up the conversation with that? That's not how you start up a typical conversation with the opposite race, opposite sex, whatever, by saying, I'm not racist because, I got friends and I feel, wait a minute, I'm not prejudging you. If you're talking to me, I already skipped over that whole race thing. You're having a conversation with me. I should be more than intelligent enough to have a conversation back. It's a conversation. I don't know why everybody got to make everything out to be so taboo.
Well, we are now PC, politically correct.
Politically correct is another term for saying in their fucking feelings. You're in your feelings when people get so stuck up and hung up on this whole race card they keep playing here. And
I'll give you a good example of politically correct.
Go ahead, give me a good example.
There used to be a TV show called All in the Family.
Okay, I remember All in the
Archie
Family.
Bunker.
Y'all know who All in the Family is?
Now,
this is the one with the episode with Sammy Davis Jr.
I wasn't even go for any episodes. I'm going with the overall show is that in today's society, we cannot make that show. And hey, this is not Friends where they're sitting around a coffee shop discussing. I have no idea. I hated Friends. So compared to when you would watch All in the Family and they would deal with race issues, religious issues, chauvinistic issues, blatantly, when you're on TV and when Archie Bunker used Sammy Davis Jr. and calls him a jig, a rich jig, and then when he found out that he was Jewish, oh jeez. You can't do that in today. So in today's PC world, we cannot use that humor to convey a feeling. It's wrong. It's insensitive. How dare you point out that Sammy Davis Jr. is black and Jewish? That's just so bad.
I thought we already fought all this so we could be able to speak our mind regardless of our skin color. I mean, I thought we already overcome all this. Are we having to repeat people?
Here's the other way is that when I will call it the black culture, calls everybody the N-word, including white little kids.
Okay, first of all,
which is funny as hell.
It's the dumbest thing in the world. It's in your songs. It's what you speak on your social media. It's what you say every freaking day. You're not using the word mother fathers. You're using the N-word. But then you get all up in your feelings when another race when he says it, but he's saying it either with your song or, as you say, a term of endearment.
I'm empowering myself by taking this word and making it
I am
positive.
not empowering myself by taking this stupid word, okay? There are so many other words in the English language. You can describe your brotherly love to your fellow brother men, okay? It don't have to be in that word exactly. It don't have to be used that word. Y'all artists, SoundCloud artists, whatever artist you want to be, YouTube, iTunes, whatever. If you're putting it in your songs and you have followings, and keep in mind your followings are all generation, all colors, all races that just enjoy your music and they're singing it exactly the way you singing it, and you want to have a root up your ass when they use the word in because it's in your lyrics and you want to have an issue with it, you're actually doing the exact same thing you say everybody else is doing, being a hypocrite.
It makes me think of that person that we used to be on the radio with and how she was And when she made the reference to Jews and ovens that day at the barbecue,
I had to look at her.
I can't say something about blacks and chains, but you can say something about Jews and ovens. Wait, what?
What?
Time out.
I had to look at her, and I'm like, did you actually think that was appropriate? Because if you felt comfortable enough to say that expression, knowing that it has some type of history on it and it's offensive to some people, then I should have that same terminology. You shouldn't be offended, because if I wasn't offended when you said it, then you shouldn't be offended when I use that word. I mean, I don't care about the N-word. Are you?
You've been called it how many times in your life?
Please. I don't care about it. It's a word. And you know how much it's a word, you hypocrites out there? It's so much of a word that you put it in songs, you put it in speech, you put it in language, you put it in your lingo. It's the Ebonic-ness. Oh, hell to the no.
Now, here's a parallel. In the biker world, for a while there, the word brother was used. What's up, brother? Because you were brethren on the road. Well, incorrectly so, the sticker came out that said, I'm not your fucking brother. Because don't call me brother. I don't know who you are. You and I haven't bled together. We haven't banged chicks together. We haven't gotten drunk together. Okay?
You call me dude all day. I love that shit. I'm dude.
But in that world, don't call me brother. And yes, I've had people, hey brother, what's going on? No, I'm not your fucking brother. Done it.
Don't be coming to me trying to use that brother-sister card, because understand, I'm not your sister, I'm not your brother, you're not my brother. We don't ride or die. And trust me, I have a couple of siblings, okay? And I have 2 brothers and a sister. And trust me, they'll even vouch that I ain't like that. I don't even talk to them.
Well, I'm going with the ideas that maybe the culture should sit there and say, I'm not your N-word. You know, when guys go, bad, right? It's like, no, I'm your dude, a man, I'm your friend,
basically,
whatever.
what's being asked here is, if you're going to PC, politically correct somebody else, make sure you take a chance and look in the mirror and politically correct yourself. You don't like the N-word being tossed around by other races, then stop putting in the goddamn songs then. They offend. Don't use it at all. I don't care if that's your boy you see down the street. That's my boy. That's my dude.
You hear that a lot now, right? My
okay,
boy.
look.
Senior boys. We even got referred to as somebody's boys.
Okay.
By the way, it used to be derogatory. You called somebody boy.
That was insulting because you didn't like the idea of being...
That was a slavery term.
So here we go. But yet still, you give birth to a boy. And when you categorize it, it's either a boy or a girl. I know there's other sex things in life, but that's kind of as you age. But when you're initially born babies, it's either you had a Kiki or a Kiki. That was it. A Kiki. Whatever. My point is, anyway, if you don't like the N-word being thrown around and everybody getting all in their feelings about the N-word being thrown around and how is everything now, everything is about race. You're doing this to me because I'm black. You don't like me speaking up for myself. You don't like me doing this because I'm black. I'm black. I'm sorry, I'm proud to be black, but black ain't gotta be that goddamn loud either. For what?
You know what? Educate
What's the purpose?
Yourself. How about you empower people instead of tearing somebody down? Because that's how you get better. Really?
Y'all do a lot of tearing down, and this is a life circle. It's a cycle, man. Y'all better watch The Lion King. It's a circle of life. Bullying, getting tougher skin so you can stop being in your feelings, stop crying when somebody say you, call you out your name. You're supposed to be grown up. You're supposed to be grown adults. You're supposed to be leaders and inspiration to your children, the next generation of future. When they all look at us now, they won't look at us back then, you know, us old schoolers, because we outdated, we prehistorical to you people, because I say you people, and it doesn't mean a race. I just said all of y'all. That's a signature.
Thank you, Ross Perot. Now, something else. I think the world should try to be like the writers of Luke Cage. on Netflix.
There you go.
And I get, you know, shameless plug there. I've watched a couple episodes. My thing, and what I'm bringing up is that the black community of all people chastised the writers for not using the N-word in the show, and they flatly refused to use the word.
For what? There are other words.
Because a black hero in a black neighborhood should be saying the N-word.
No, he
Why?
should not. A black hero in a black neighborhood trying to represent something positive should be only using positive phrases, positive words. No, nobody who's trying to make a step in a positive direction is going to use words that are demeaning or belittling. They're going to use words that's going to empower you. Whether you're white or black, whether you're Indian, Korean, whatever. This is a whole nation full of different people. You're not going to keep just bashing people with negative words and then get mad when they use those same negative words you've been using on them back.
Well, if you're empowered, then I can call you the word and get over it.
Exactly. If you're empowered, you'll be like, whatever.
Do we go back to our original point here about why do you have to explain to me why you're not racist?
And that's
It's
what
like,
I'm...
hey, Tangent, I think you lost sight of your thread.
I just don't know. No, it's real simple. It starts there, and then it just opens up. I believe you should just be able to speak, okay? Don't judge a book by its cover.
This one kills me, too. I've heard this is a racist term. When I say I judge somebody not on color, I don't see color, I see a person. I've been told that that's racist. And
That is not racist, people.
all right.
That means I'm looking beyond your appearance, quote unquote.
Are you a dude or a chick? Or a
Exactly. I'm talking
transgender,
to you. I'm looking past all that. You know why I'm looking past all that? Because I'm talking to you. That means if I'm talking to you, I'm accepting.
Are you a mother and a father? Are you a brother and a sister?
I'm not giving you a questionnaire before I have a conversation with you.
Are
You gotta first answer all these questions before me you can have a conversation and have an actual, either a good time or even just laugh and talk. Before we can do all that, can you answer this questionnaire first? You might as well start doing that if you're gonna be in your dang feelings. Get past it, people. Stop thinking everybody's stuck on race because you're not. I don't care. You're stupid, you're stupid. Doesn't matter what color you are. If you ain't, then you're ignorant. Doesn't matter what color you are. You ain't making no goddamn sense. It doesn't matter what color you are. You just ain't. You are not making sense.
Here's a funny one.
See the dome of the light, see the glare, let you know, oh, I'm making sense, bro. That's the sun, actually. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, it was when the Laura was walking around the neighborhood when it was first there, and there was 4 guys on the corner getting drunk. And so they were harassing her and Cindy. So they called the police. I mean, literally whistling at them, threw beer cans at them, hey baby syndrome. All right, you know what? This isn't a college campus. This is a neighborhood with children, and you know it's a nice neighborhood. It's quiet. So the women called the police to complain. And so now the police are asking for a description of who the people were. And the girls are going, there are 4 men on a corner sitting in the back of a red pickup truck. Well, what color are the men? And this is the conversation. Quote, it's irrelevant. There's 4 men in the back of a pickup truck who are harassing people.
So if you pull up on the street, you should see exactly those 4 men on the corner like I described.
No, they had to sit there, and this killed them both, is that they had to say it was 4 Mexican guys, 4 brown guys in the back of the truck. Instead of just 4 men, they gave the right description on the corner. It wasn't difficult. They didn't move.
No, they wanted to know exactly what race
They
it was.
had to have a color stamp on that.
Why do you need that color stamp? Is there a different approach for each color? So brown get different, black get different, white get different, red get different. Let's not forget yellow, orange, pink, blue, and with those other purples, and what all the colors in the, what are the crayons colors? So each one is representing something different.
What are you doing the pride flag?
No, in the Crayola box. Since you're gonna ask a color, what difference does it make if it's males that's harassing female? I'm a woman, I'm being harassed by a man. He's right here in front of me. Bring your ass over there and see who it is.
They did. But,
yeah, but after you have to break down the fact that he was brown. Notice I said brown, not the Mexican. I like that word. I like brown. So you got brown men, you got chocolate men, you got vanilla men.
By the way, this is called white guilt because we're not supposed to identify somebody
white
like
guilt, my ass.
White guilt. That
First
is a
of all,
white guilt.
I understand. I get that. I get that too. Actually, no, I don't get it. I don't get it to this much degree. I don't feel you should have guilt of what took place with our ancestors from centuries to hundreds, 800s, thousands of years ago. Because honestly, from where that was and where we are now, I think we have accomplished and came a long way. So why do we keep dwelling on what's behind us? Aren't we supposed to continue? We're supposed to remember. Now, I ain't saying forget. Don't get my words twisted.
Don't ever forget it.
You'll never forget it. But you're not supposed to keep looking back. You're supposed to go forward.
It's not a culture. It's, you know what? We can go with all of our media problems and all of our profiling problems, blah, blah, blah. Again, you know, the white guilt thing is because we're not supposed to judge somebody who lives. And I just
But that's a two-way street. No one is supposed to get judged. But yet still, they're not supposed to judge, but it's okay for us to judge. No, it's a two-way street. And I understand back then, in some cases still occurring now, that is not the case. I get it. But if you're moving forward, you're supposed to set an example to make a difference forward. You're not supposed to keep reflecting and keep throwing the past in your face. Say, for instance, you're a married couple. Okay, you went through your changes. He cheated, she cheated, or whatever the case may be. You went to counseling to work it out, to overcome, to move forward with your relationship. It is not fair that you overcome and forgive and forget and move forward, but then all of a sudden he or she do something you don't like. Now you want to reach back in the past and throw that in their face. Is that fair?
My ancestors had nothing to do with it. That's just it.
Is that
None of
fair?
my ancestors had anything to do with any of it.
What's going on with me and you right now, that's me and you right now. Back then, that wasn't me and you back then. This is me and you now. So deal with the now. The then has been dealt with. We still dealing with a whole lot right now. Using then as an excuse or a reference is not good enough. We could do a hell of a lot better, y'all. Come on. Nah, I ain't getting me started.
This is not Mississippi. It's not Alabama. This is not the early 60s.
They came a long way.
Okay, where you're getting beat down, because you know what? If you guys want to cry oppression, you better be looking at those dates and seeing how people, and oh yeah, it was white Jewish people who went south to sit there and march hand in hand with people and took the same batons that other people did.
You forget there were others next to you. It wasn't just black alone when the civil came about. When you really start to fight, you wasn't standing alone. We were not standing alone. Stop. So, homework.
So another one of white guilt is Instagram has this. Oh, okay.
I ain't gonna drag this one out because I know there's a lot of people out there who preach.
Yep. So
drag it, but go ahead.
Finish. I can do this and you can wrap it up. Is that Instagram has this thing right now where a guy calls in the 911 and they ask, he got robbed by somebody or something was happening. I think it was he got robbed. And so they're asking him the color of the perpetrator, and he said dark white. And they kept asking, they kept pushing. They're like, what color is dark white? You know, he's like, is it white? Is it black? Is it brown? He's like, dark white. So the 911 operator's like, I need a little bit better description. He's like, fine, take white skin tone and make it darker. Ooh. So they still said that's not feasible. So he said, you know what? Fine, you want to be like that? This person was black. Black as the ace of spades. Black, black, black. Does that make you feel better? It's a black person in a white shirt.
Wow.
My point is that because of white guilt, and we're not supposed to say the perpetrator was black because that's bad, because now you're profiling somebody. This guy can't do it.
Look,
and then he felt guilty about doing it.
Look, it's real simple. I understand when you call 911, you got to give them direct description to make sure you got to be accurate on who you actually arrest. Now, even when you give the direct description and accurate about that person, what they look like, they still can fuck up and get the wrong person. Excuse my language. However,
the Latino guy kicked in his door.
Kicked in his door with all this shit because they said a Hispanic had a gun, AK-47. They went right to a one dude door and kicked it in, and it was like, wow.
I believe that was Kansas City. You
got to be more detailed, and I get that. You got to be more detailed, more descriptive. You can't just say it's this. You got to be detailed on that person. Single them out. Be aware of your surroundings. I mean, sometimes you don't got access to your phone all the time, so you got to use what they call them eyes. You know, them eyes of work, baby. But like I said, tired of it. Wake the hell up. Move forward. It's okay to have a conversation. Nothing should truly be taboo if you're living in a society where enough of the taboo crap, y'all. And enough of the N-word. Find a better language.
Don't tell me you're not racist in the bar. Oh, and by the way, on that, don't come up to me and
Don't
say
say
you
that.
like chocolate also.
And say, oh, I'm not racist, I like chocolate too. Bro.
What the fuck is that?
Do I care if you even like chocolate? I didn't even ask if you like chocolate. If you said hi to me, you respect me enough to say hi. I take that and say, well, how you doing back? And leave it at that. There's nothing else to read into. Y'all read in your feelings, you in your feelings. Woo! In your feelings. Well, we have made our pressure points today in our today's Pillow Talk. You all have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. This is your girl Moon, and oh, that's hot right there. We're signing off, y'all.